Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Breaking News. I am Lestari as the presenter. Near Gaza Hospital, raid shows Hamas is not a spent force. 4 months after Israeli troops first stormed Gaza's biggest hospital, Al-Shifa, claiming it was a cover for a Hamas command and control center, they have returned. The Israeli military said it had concrete intelligence that Hamas operatives had regrouped there. Palestinians have told the BBC of their fears at being trapped in fierce battles. While this week's raid again highlights a desperate humanitarian situation, it is also a strong reminder that Hamas is far from a spent force. Some analysts suggest it shows the desperate need for a comprehensive strategy to deal with the Islamist armed group and a clear plan on the post-war governance of Gaza. The Israel Defense Force now claims to have killed over 140 terrorists in ongoing fighting at Al-Shifa and to have made some 600 arrests, including dozens of top Hamas commanders as well as some from Islamic Jihad. Two Israeli soldiers have also been killed. Israeli reports suggest that in recent weeks the army found that senior Hamas figures had resumed operations at Al-Shifa and that some even took their families to the hospital. The IDF says it uncovered arms charge and a large quantity of cash at the site. Hamas has denied that its fighters were based there and claims that those killed were wounded, patients, and displaced people. Israeli force raid Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital. Palestinian witnesses have told the BBC that gunfire and Israeli airstrikes have been injuring patients, medics, and hundreds of people still sheltering in the grounds. A local journalist has shared footage of smoke billowing for the complex. In another unverified video shared on social media, dozens of women can be seen hunkering down in a building with their children. One says, "They took our men to an unknown place and how they're asking women and children to leave. We don't know where we'll go." In the background, an IDF officer says over the loudspeaker, "Don't leave the buildings without instructions. We seek to evacuate civilians without harm, as we did in other hospitals in the past." Since Wednesday evening, communications have been severely restricted, making it hard to contact medics and others at the scene. Back in November, there were accusations of possible violations of international law as Israeli tanks closed in on Al-Shifa, in the heart of Gaza City. Premature babies were among those who died as conditions deteriorated in the besieged hospital. The IDF released surveillance camera footage which showed two hostages snatched from Israel being taken into the hospital. After an extensive search, Israeli troops blew up a large tunnel with rooms which ran under the site and later withdrew. The Israeli army went on to suggest that Hamas regional brigades and battalions in the north of the Gaza Strip had been disbanded, but soon reports emerged that small cells were regrouping. While Hamas has undoubtedly been severely weakened by the war, there have since been signs that it has been trying to restore its governing capability, including through policing and with some possible involvement in aid distribution. Washington has indicated that Israel's renewed military actions at Al-Shifa Hospital illustrates its worry that it closely does not have an adequate strategy on dismantle the organization. Israel cleared Shifa once. Hamas came back into Shifa, which raised questions about how to ensure an sustainable campaign against Hamas so that it cannot retake territory. The U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said this week. The U.S. has been pressing Israel to come up with a feasible alternative for Hamas' rule in Gaza. Its plan has been to promote individuals linked to the internationally recognized Palestinian Authority and the work with Arab states to prevent a power vacuum.
Black smoke billows. Caked in dust, survivors emerge. We were just going to get some flour, this boy says. These nightmarish scenes captured by Al Jazeera as Israeli forces.
I'm Bill Lestari. Thank you.